Hi there. Now for part D, we've got to describe the skewness then of the distribution and give a reason for our answer. Now, quite often whenever you get questions on skewness, you tend to work with the quartiles, comparing the quartiles. But in this question, there's nothing about quartiles. But we have, in the earlier parts, worked out the mean and median. And we should be familiar with this result, that if the mean is greater than the median, you get positive skew, and if the mean is less than the median, you've got negative skew. So going back to our answers that we found in the earlier parts, we've got the mean given by E of x was 25/9, or as a decimal 2.7 recurring, and the median was 11/4, or 2.75. So we can compare them now that they're in equivalent forms, and obviously there's not much difference here. So you could give, say, one of two answers that's quite acceptable. You could say that the mean is slightly bigger than the median. Even if you just said the mean is greater than the median, then clearly we've got positive skew. You could also argue that there's really not much difference between them, so there is no skewness, all right? Or the distribution would be fairly symmetrical. So I've put down both answers, but any one of these would be okay. The mean is just greater than the median, so slight positive skew, although positive skew is acceptable. Or you could have just that it's symmetrical. I've put but almost symmetrical because they're not exactly the same, okay? Not that you have to, but I've also just sketched the probability density graph for you again. We've seen it in the previous parts of the question, and you can see that there is some positive skew here, but you could argue that it is almost symmetrical. You can see that the width here is 2 units compared to the width here of just 1 unit. Anyway, I hope that's given you some idea on that particular part of the question then.